y'all, what's going on, my trainer club? We have Heatran out, we have the snow and the sun coming together to make a new raid boss for us. So I'm gonna break down how to hit excellent throws every single time so that you can catch more Heatran. So welcome to the trainer club, guys. Here we go. We thought that it was going to be some of the lake Pokemon that they dropped in the release picture, but it's not. It is Heatran. Alright guys, and the first thing that we want to know is what is the 100% IV for Heatran? It is going to be 2145, so 2145 is going to be the 100% IV under normal conditions, and then boosted at level 25 it's going to be 2681. And for the 2681 it can be boosted in ironically different conditions, which is going to be either snow for the steel or it's going to be sun. So Heatran has a couple weaknesses, which are going to be two that are regular weakness of fighting in water, and then a double weakness to ground. So that leaves us with Groudon. That's why Groudon is going to be one of the top attackers to go after with Heatran. The other thing we want to note is his stats are pretty good actually. He maxes out at 3754, so he gets pretty high up there. He has minimal weaknesses, so he's going to be a good Pokemon to use for PvP. Except if somebody has a ground Pokemon, you're going to want to switch him out pretty quickly. His attack is at 251, his defense is at 213, and then his stamina is at 209. So he's above 200 in all of them. He's a pretty decent attacker, and he's going to be minimal 3 weaknesses, which really helps you out when you are using this guy in PvP. So catching him at this level, you can use him in the Ultra League, or you can obviously use him in the Master League if you max him out. I will drop some more attack videos to make sure we have the whole party set up, but right now we're focusing on the excellent throws. So we are going to teach you how, one, you want to hold down on the ball to set the circle, which means you're holding on the ball as the circle gets smaller. Once it gets small enough, you let go of the ball. You do not touch that ball again until the Pokemon attacks. So once the Pokemon is attacking, you're safe to pick up the ball. The circle stays locked because he's in the middle of his attack. You time it up, toss it as the attack is finishing. If you time it perfectly, like I am going to teach you, it's going to hit him right when the circle pops back up in that same position. For me, is going to be excellent throws, and I'm going to teach you how to either start with great throws, which is a good way to do it if you're not comfortable with the excellence yet, hitting that small circle. And then you hit that, you stay consistent, you use your golden raspberries, and you're going to catch more. So let's get down to it. I'm going to break down up close and personal how to break down and hit excellent throws every single time to catch Heatran. He's a little bit closer than he appears, so let's do this. Alright everyone, welcome to the excellent throws tutorial. So right off the bat, the first thing we are going to do is hold down on the ball until it gets into the circle range that we would like. Here is the great throw, and then if we hold it down a little bit longer, here is going to be the excellent throw range. So those are the two ranges for the throws. Depending on which one you want to use, that would be where you stop the circle, and then the goal is not to touch the ball again until he attacks, just as he did right there. And that is when we're going to release it. So we are going to start breaking down how to hit excellent throws, make sure that we have all of this timed up and that we are good to go to catch as many Heatran as we possibly can. This is the throw sequence in fast motion, and then what we're going to do is slow it down right here. So here's the first slow down mode. We are going from down, up, around, and then we release it, which will help you hit excellent throws every single time. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down even further. So on the first, here are the circles: up, down, and then all the way down, and then all the way up with the release. So I'm going to freeze a couple of those to help you see that. If you need to see a couple more times, make sure to rewatch this. So we go ahead and we start with the up circle, come down. Circle will get a little bit tight. Right before we release it, we're going to have it all the way bottom in the corner, which is what I usually like to do. And then when I go ahead and I release it right about here. So this is when the circle is starting to pop up. This is when I would suggest releasing it. It really helps you really target the middle of the Pokemon and make sure to get the excellent throw every single time. So when you release it, the circle goes ahead and pops back up, and then you hit that excellent throw. So one more time in the slow motion, we're going to break down a couple more times, different throws, just to make sure you got this down. Boom, the circle pops up, and boom, the ball lands. And the goal is to make sure to hit him every single time so that he does not have enough time to go ahead and have another attack, and he doesn't have the time to bat your ball away, which is what will happen if the Pokemon double attacks. So here we go. I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do. So up, around, and it really doesn't matter. You can make one full big loop for your circle for your curveball, or you can do a couple like I do. But right about here, if you notice, when his foot is going up and reestablishing that right foot for the second time, that is going to be when you release the ball, and that is going to be how you hit the excellent throws right on top of his head right there. We're going to give him golden raspberries. If you really want to catch these guys, I would highly suggest giving them golden raspberries every time. It's just a much more efficient way to catch them, and it really helps your chances. I've done it a bunch of different times. If I don't care about catching them, I will just go ahead and either give them pineapple berries, or I will just not use berries at all. The key to catching them is going to be using those golden raspberries. Keep on using those golden raspberries, staying consistent, and then at the end of this video, I will go ahead and drop the full sequence of me going and working through this. So here's his attack. I'm going to go ahead and start picking it up. He pulls his left leg back and then readjusts his right leg, and that's when you're going to go ahead and release that throw to make sure to go ahead and hit him right on the head, right as his circle's popping back up. And this guy is actually a little bit closer than the other Pokemon that we've gone after, so make sure to do this. This was the one I caught it, so I'm going to go ahead and replay this one more time for you guys to see. Up, down, as he's readjusting that right leg, right as he's redoing it. You can even do it a little bit further right before he does it, and it will really time it up. If you get really good at this, and you've done this a bunch, you can actually time it up so perfectly that it literally pops up as the ball hits. And sometimes it might even hit too early, but you'll get the feel for it. So thank you for tuning in. If you want to see more, after the closing, I have the full tutorial played from start to finish, as well as another tutorial video just to check out. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Make sure to take down the essentials of this video. Set the circle, wait for his attack, learn when to release your ball during the attack to hit the excellent throws or the great throws every single time, so he doesn't double attack, hit your ball away, and create a loss of ball. You want to have the most balls to maximize. Get that 100% IV of that 2145, and make sure to just take your time, be patient, battle with people, and of course, make sure to be the best trainer that you can be. I appreciate you guys tuning in to the Trainer Club and being a part of my journey and being the best trainers that you can be. So I will see you guys out on that next video when we are going to break down the top tips to maximize what? The winter event in Pokemon Go. So, thank you guys.